Okay, so I am making this video as an explanation for some of the basic features of Elite Dangerous and a few things that I wanted to know before I started. This is mainly for family, friends, or anyone else who wants to know something. You may notice that the camera is continuing to shift around. That is because I am using a VR setup with the HTC Vive, which I prefer when I use gameplay because it allows a more free form for audio-visual. Um, but it can be played with just a standard system. I will go back and make a video of that. But for right now, I'm just going to be going over the main HUD, the heads-up display, and all of its features, and starting a mission. So first off, in the main menu, you have the option of open play or solo play. That's pretty much self-explanatory if you want to play by yourself or if you want to play in the main open world where everyone else is. I go with open play because there is the option of getting rescued by other players if you ever get into trouble. All right, this is the main cockpit with all of its features around it. You may notice that as I look at certain menus, they highlight and they activate. So I am currently at MacArthur Dock. I'm going to go to the surface for a second because I already have a mission that I can start off with. I can show you how to fly around. So first off, looking at the HUD, I'm going to start from the left. This is, what is this called? This is the targeting panel. First off, in navigation, these are all the different things that are within the main system that you are in. The blue arrow denotes what I am currently locked onto. If I go further down, that little orange circle next to the Pyeget orbital, that shows where my next mission objective is. So I'm going to select it and lock onto the destination. I do also have, it tells me where my location is, where I'm aiming, if I have a route with multiple jumps. I can also filter all of this that I want. These are all the current missions that I have, or at the very bottom you may see I have a bounty on my head. That was a mistake anyways. And then contacts. Anyone who is around me that I may be able to get in contact with. So first off, let's open up the galaxy map. These are all the star systems nearby. That blue arrow, once again, is me. I'm going to zoom in. This is my selector. Currently, I can move around in two-dimensional space, so I can select myself here. Default is that it will move you around on this grid, as I'm doing right now. I'm using a Xbox controller, so if you press X, it changes it, and so you can move up and down on the same grid. So currently I am here. I have an objective, that little circle with the, let me get a little closer to it. Yeah, the square with the circle in it, that shows that there is a mission objective currently where I am, so I'm going to need to go check that out. But there's also one in the next star system. This is the orange lines you see are routes plotting out where I'm planning on going. So I'm jumping from where I am at LH1197 to the next system, which is LH1163, core system sector, and then all the way over here to this star system right here. So if I clear out my route, suddenly now you see I'm not going anywhere. So when I replot the route, it will give me the best route that I can get between there. So now that will be back here at the HUD. This is your targeting system. This will show you what you're currently targeting at. This, what you see is current planetary system. As we go into dock, it'll actually be more useful to show you the orientation of your object. The blue little circle inside the orange circle, that is your targeting reticle when you're coming up on stations. This is just your main menu. I'll come back to this when we actually take off. This shows you your current ship, its shields, and its health. The blue is the shields, obviously, and the 100% on the bottom is your hull integrity. These are known as your power system pips, system, engine, and weapons. You can alternate the power between them if you want to focus on more things. This is how much fuel I have, as well as whether I am mass locked by the station, which prevents me from jumping too faster than light. And then also my landing gear is currently activated, but my cargo scoop is not. All the way over here, this is the system panel. You can see on the left my different ranks, my combat trader and explorer rank, which can level up. how much money I have in my balance, how much it costs to rebuy my ship if I die, any local bounties that I have on my head, and then also my reputation. By using the bumpers on the controller, you can move through these. These are all the different modules on my system, which I can kick on and off as I wish. I would not recommend kicking off life support, because otherwise you could suffocate in a matter of minutes. Fire groups, these are all my weapons, or other such hard points devices that are on the hull of my ship that I can use. The vertical columns are the different groupings, and then the numbers 1 and 2 is whether it's on the right or the left. Inventory, this is everything I'm currently carrying in my cargo ship, whether it's ship cargo, different materials that I can use for crafting, information that I have gathered, or different systems that I can use to synthesize other equipment that I need. Cabins are used if you're hauling passengers. I currently have no passengers on me. And then last is the different functions. These are once again all of the different weapons and technologies that you have. I typically leave it on its own defaults. Now you may notice, if I'm trying to avoid looking at that there's a chair right there. That is for a DLC for the game called Horizons, where you can actually get co-pilots, which can be your friends. I currently do not have that. This is the rest of my cockpit, which you're not actually supposed to be able to see, but thanks to having a VR setup, I can look all the way around wherever I want. Alright, so first let's jump to the next. So I'm going to select... Actually, before I do that, I need to refuel. Alright, this is all the services that I have currently available at the Star Station. I'm going to go over here on the right. That is me. I can refuel my ship for some money. Once I get that down, I go back over here to the left. I currently do have a mission that I need to complete here. So I go to the mission board. Oh, never mind, I don't. Well, let's see if there is anything. Over here are all the different people who are offering jobs. As you select them, you can view what they want you to do, like deliver consumer technologies, mine stuff for them, deliver data. This person actually wants me to assassinate a pirate lord. These are, if I choose to accept it, then I will be able to do that. Otherwise, I don't really care. So it looks like there's not actually nothing I need to do right here. So let's go for the launch. So with the right thumbstick, by pressing up, you can increase your altitude. So I'm going to take here. Different menus are pulled up by holding the different buttons. I'm currently holding B, so as you see, pressing down for landing gear. Right bumper is to accelerate, left bumper is to decelerate, or more accurately, to throttle. So now we can look here at the radar. That disc, I am the little arrow in the middle. All these little different pips show whether they're above or below me and where they are in relation to me. The 27, that is my current heat of the ship. If I start to overheat, I can begin to take damage. That is my current speed, the 181. I can bring that up, I can bring that down. Going back over to the systems, as you can see, I can change around where I want to put my power. Now if I put more engine into my power, my max speed goes up as I'm diverting more power to my engines. So you have all 3 degrees of maneuverability. You have pitch on your ship, you have roll, and you also have yaw. Pitch and roll are controlled with the left thumbstick, and then yaw and altitude are with the right thumbstick. And as in many other modern aircraft, your pitching and rolling are your fastest. So if I want to align myself to the system that I want to jump to, the blue circle is hollow, so I'm currently facing away from my objective. So I just need to line it up with that, and then I can just pitch it so I can flip around. Alright. Now you may notice it says it's 4.10 light years away. The system LHS-1163. So in order to get around that, since I have a full tank of fuel, and that little blue tick on my fuel shows how much fuel it's going to take me if I do a hyperspace jump. By holding Y, I bring up this menu, and I have the option to super cruise or hyperspace jump, or from up or down. So I'm going to choose hyperspace jump. And now My frame shift drive, which allows faster than light travel, is charging up. It takes 10 seconds, so I just need to wait.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
All right. I am now in the system that I was aiming at. I don't want to run into the sun. I have a tendency to whip my head very quickly. I'm sorry for that. So now I will check through all of the locations that I have here, see if there's an objective. There you go. Rennie Orbital. That's where I need to deliver something. So I lock onto it. I'm going to do the same thing. I align it, and then I pitch until I get closer. Approaching orbitals and stations is possibly one of the most time-consuming processes because, well, your ship will speed up as it's far away, but it will begin to slow down as you approach. So now that I'm closer to the approach, I'm only 8 light seconds away. In order to do a proper approach, I'm going to look over here to the left. You see that there's the distance and the speed. The blue shows when it's acceptable for me to jump out of Super Cruise. Otherwise, I'm just going to shoot right by the target. So I need to look at that and then also the alignment gauge. Keep it within the center of it and just slowly adjust my speed and my alignment until I get within range. As I said, this is a time-consuming process. All right. Jumping out of Super Cruise. There's Orbital. I'm 8 clicks away. As soon as I'm within 7.5 clicks, I can go over here to my targeting panel, go to my contacts, and I can select the Rennie Orbital, and I can request permission to dock.
Boarding permission granted.
9 times out of 10, they're going to accept. So now I can proceed to landing dock number 2, which I now need to find. There it is, landing dock 2. I may have been a little overzealous. All right. What's going on right now is a auto dock module that I have installed on my ship.
Landing gear deployed.
You may be hearing classical music. That is a reference to 2001: A Space Odyssey. All right, I have docked. Open this up. Go to the mission board. And here we go. Boom data delivery. I need to hand in this mission. Select it. And they pretty much just tell me how great of a person I am. This information you can generally ignore. Alright. So now, I still have other jumps that I need to make, but in the meantime, I can check to see if there's anything. I can select what type of jobs I want. Yes, you can do illegal jobs, but you need to watch out for the police. So I only want to do transport jobs right now since I'm already heading somewhere. So I can see, of these 3, there's 3 boom deliveries, which I would like to do because I don't want to do a mining rush. It is generally a good rule to always go for the job that offers you the most money, but as I am already on a trip, I like to go through all of them to see if any of them are on my way. I can select this. I can see that they want me to deliver this to the LFT-1 system, that I may be attacked for doing this, and what they are going to give me. I can choose to accept it or decline it right away, but first I want to see where exactly the LFT system is. So, looking around, I can see It is about 3 jumps away from my current route. That's a little too far for me. It's too much of a sidetrack, so I'm not going to accept that one. Let's go to the next one and see the same. It's about the same, in the same general area. Yep, not doing that one. Alright, there were no jobs available for me. So, once again, refuel. And take off. First, they have to turn me around. Alright.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
I like to get over this. And once again, remove the landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Now, as I'm flying, I have to be at least 3 kilometers away from the station before my mass lock is removed. As you can see, it's still lit up. Now it is good to go, so I can begin charging my hyperspace. And while I'm doing that, go into alignment with the next system.